Okay, hello guys. I'm doing a $300 gaming build for Minecraft, mostly for Minecraft. So let's start off with the parts. First up, we have the CPU. The AMD Athlon X4 740 Trinity for about 75 bucks. It has the new FM2 socket, 3.2 GHz, which is overclockable if you get a good cooler, quad core, and it only uses about 6,500 watts, and it has a 4 MB L2 cache. So originally I was going to go with the Llano dual core CPU, clocked about 2.7 GHz, but I saw this CPU and it was way better price performance ratio wise. Next up, the motherboard. It's the MSI FM2 A55ME33 for about $50. Of course, it has to support the processor, otherwise this computer won't work. It can overclock. It uses the OC Genie 2, which is just a one-click overclocking setup tool thing. But keep in mind, for this build, we're using the stock cooler. But if you want to overclock, I would recommend going with the 212 Hyper 212 Evo. Keep going on. Supports DDR2133 memory. This is something you don't really need, but it's a great feature. Has all solid capacitors. What that means is that the lifespan of this motherboard will last longer. And it's UEFI BIOS, which is basically a BIOS that uses the mouse, which is also a good feature. It has 4 USB slots and has HDMI. So let's move on. For the memory, we have the G-Skill Value Series 4 GB. This is for about $35.99. It's DDR3 memory, which is the newest version out right now, and it's clocked at 1333, which is not a lot, but it's very usable. Cast latency 9, which basically means it's for like smoothness, and it's upgradable since you have 2 slots on your motherboard and this is just one, so you could get another DIMM, so you could get 8 GB. Moving on. Next up, we have the GPUs. The Sapphire Radeon HD 6570 for $52.99. It has 1 GB 128-bit bus, which is basically for 720p gaming. But for Minecraft, you can play it on 1080p. PCI Express 2.1. This is not the newest version, but you really don't need the newest version. DDR3 memory, 480 stream processor, and comes with a fan. Most GPUs at this price point doesn't come with a fan, but this does, so thumbs up. So I have this GPU personally. I can play Minecraft with it just fine. But like, if you're planning to play Battlefield 4, which I've done, it will run at 30 FPS on low to medium settings. You can overclock it if you want. For the hard drive, we have the Western Digital Blue 500 GB hard drive for $60. It's 500 gigabytes, obviously. 7200 RPM, which is pretty fast for today's standards. It has 16 megabytes of cache, and it's SATA revision 3, which is the newest version right now. So this will hold all your games and music, videos, anything like that you want. It's not too special, but it will get the job done pretty well. For the case, we have the 70 Classic Series at CS1 1399 for $30. It's a mid-tower case. It has 2 USB ports, 2 80mm side fans, which is pretty impressive for a case this cheap. It comes with a card reader, and it has a 450 watt power supply, 250 watt constant. So 450 watts is more than enough for this build right now. So you could do some upgrading, like more fans, more RAM, anything like that. And all this will cost you about $304. It seems over $4, but it doesn't. $4, you know, just get $4 more. It's not that hard. So yeah, thank you for watching. My name is Wilson from MC Agents, and bye.